What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel and to this very quick video on Akalabeth, World of Doom. I wanted to make this video because I know that I've already beaten the game, but I found this manual for Akalabeth and it has some extra lore. So if I'm going to be playing through the Ultima franchise, this seems relevant, so just wanted to share this with you. This manual comes with the game if you purchase Akalabeth World of Doom on GOG, and the art is pretty sick, not gonna lie. We have on the first page this intro block of lore text, and on the second page, we keep scrolling. This manual basically walks through how to play the game, and it answers some questions that I had, and it has some pretty solid artwork as well. All in all, it's a pretty cool retro looking manual. I'm not sure if this was the original manual or if this was done later, but whatever the case, I want to read you this text because this lore is interesting and it's different than the text that you get when you select the introduction option from within the game. So, without further ado, beware, foolish mortal, you trespass in Akalabeth, World of Doom. The Annals of Akalabeth. 'Tis said that long ago, peace and tranquility covered the lands. Food and drink flowed freely. Man and beast lived in peace. Gold and silver abounded. It was the golden age of Akalabeth. Mondane, second born of Wolfgang, a great king of old, wished to gain his brother's inheritance, and so he used his great powers for evil. Many years had Mondane traversed the lands of Akalabeth, spreading evil and death as he passed. He created deep dungeons, so deep and extensive that their lower depths had never been explored. In these dungeons he unleashed more evil. He sent thieves, skeletons, and snakes to dwell near the surface, and daemons and Balrogs to guard the depths. Now blood flowed freely in Akalabeth, and foul creatures soon came to roam near the surface. Mundane cast such sickness and pestilence upon Akalabeth that both man and beast lived in constant fear. Thus was the dark age of Akalabeth. And this is pretty hardcore. Mundane goes throughout the world creating these dungeons and stocking them with evil. And this is a lesson for any D&D or just any role-playing game designers out there, that you don't need any kind of overly complicated reason for your dungeons to exist. A mad wizard wandering through the land, creating and stocking them magically, is good enough for Akalabeth. So this is the point. This is the point where Lord British steps in. But we have this world ravaged by dungeons, and it's interesting because the creatures aren't on the surface. They're in the dungeons, and it's presumed that the creatures roam the surface. But I don't know. It makes me think you could just avoid the dungeon. If the harsher, tougher creatures are down at the bottom, that's actually a good thing, right? We only have to worry about the what do they say? The thieves, skeletons, and snakes to wander out near the surface if the daemons and Balrogs are further down. Maybe they come out too from time to time. Who knows? Whatever the case, this is the backdrop. Then Lord British enters the scene. There arose from the land a man pure and just to battle the Dark Lord. British, champion of the White Light, did battle with Mundane deep within the labyrinth of dungeons, eventually driving him from Akalabeth forever. British of the White Light was proclaimed Lord British, protector of Akalabeth. Alas, much damage had been suffered unto the lands. The revival of Akalabeth has begun. 'Tis thy duty to rid Akalabeth of the foul creatures which infest it, whilst trying to stay alive. I do remember that text making it into the introductory section of the game. Yeah, so interesting stuff here. We learn that Lord British arose from the land. implying that he was not royalty before this encounter with Mundane, but rather ascended to become Lord British after defeating Mundane inside the dungeon. And this is going to be interesting to think about later in future titles in the Ultima series. Very interesting. And then this claims that Lord British drove Mundane from Akalabeth forever. And if I'm not mistaken, Mundane returns in the Ultima series, so forever is apparently not forever. Not really forever, anyway. So whatever the case, by the time that your player character steps into Akalabeth World of Doom, Mundane has been defeated and driven out, but the dungeons that Mundane has created, they still remain, and they're spread across the surface. And so your role here, you're not the chosen one. This is an interesting design choice, and a choice that I actually like. You are not the chosen one. That is Lord British. Lord British is the overarching champion of the white light. Lord British is the chosen one. You are just trying to become a knight in his service without dying. That is the point of the game, to go and kill X creatures, and by doing that, you're not saving Akalabeth on your own, but you're one of many. All the people that play the game, they all are striving to become knights to rid Akalabeth of the evil creatures in its dungeons. And altogether, the sum of your efforts is to begin to revive Akalabeth. As it says, the revival of Akalabeth has begun. And that is a pretty cool early take on your role as the player character in a role-playing game. And so, maybe, if you decide to fire up Akalabeth, World of Doom, and to delve and face the Balrog, the skeletons it looks like we have here, this looks like a carrion crawler, another skeleton. If you decide to delve and to face the Balrog and to clear out the evil in Akalabeth, maybe you can feel some piece of connection to all of those players that have come before you in reviving Akalabeth. I'm also really interested to know if the land of Akalabeth ever comes back to the series. I believe the land is called Caesarea in the next game. I don't know if Akalabeth is not canon, if because this is Ultima Zero, if all of this lore is just moot, if it didn't happen. As far as the Ultima timeline goes, I don't know. We're gonna figure this out and piece it together, and it's gonna be a blast. But yeah, that is everything that I had to say about the manual. I just thought that was a cool piece of lore and wanted to just chat about it for a minute. So thank you very much for watching this brief coverage of the Akalabeth World of Doom manual and brief discussion of its lore. Thank you so very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and to subscribe for more retro role-playing content. I'm Twinnrova, and until next time, happy scaping, and fight on! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel and to Let's Play Akalabeth World of Doom. This is a 1979 role-playing game by Richard Garriott, creator of the Ultima franchise. And this game is considered by many to be Ultima Zero. It is a predecessor to the original Ultima game. This was developed as a collegiate project by Richard Garriott before the Ultima series was eventually created. One of the most popular and influential RPG franchise of all time. This version that I am playing today is actually a 1998 port of the game to MS-DOS, and I chose to go with this port of the game so that we would have a little more color and audio. I actually really enjoy the audio that was added to this game. Yeah, and today we're gonna play this game. We should be able to play it start to finish in one setting, with the strategy that I have in mind. But a little bit about this game: it is a dungeon crawler. Very simple. There's an overworld where we will kind of move around an overworld map and look for dungeons to delve into. We're also going to look for a castle, and Lord British, representing Richard Garriott himself, will give us quests, right? These quests, one after another, will take us deeper into the dungeons of Akalabeth, culminating in a final encounter with the Balrog. And our goal today will be to start a new character. Actually, every time you die, you must restart the game from the beginning. That's important to note. So we probably will not only make one character, we might end up creating multiple in this session, but if you're here with me, hanging out in this episode, in this session, we will play Akalabeth World of Doom from start until the finish, when we kill the Balrog and climb back up the many levels of the dungeon to Lord British to turn in our final quest. That is going to be the goal for the session. Without further ado, let's kick off character creation. Okay, so the first thing the game asks for is your lucky number, and this is actually a random generation seed. Now, if you've watched any of my Silent Akalabeth gameplay, I've always used the number 13 so that I could get back to the same instance of the game world, so that I would know exactly where everything is at and is located. Today, I actually don't want to play on a seed that I've played before. I have a D20 here. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to roll a D20, and we're going to see what the lucky number is. And we have... Oh, is that a 20? Yeah. Wow. Critical roll. So we're going to type in lucky number 20. And that'll be our seed. So if you want to play Akalabeth World of Doom, specifically the 1998 port, and you want to explore the same exact world that I'm exploring now, then you'll want to enter seed number 20. Okay, level of play from 1 to 10. This is a difficulty level, and it affects how tough all of the monsters in the dungeon are. It is a multiplier. I think a 10 difficulty is realistically about 10 times as difficult as level 1. We're going to be playing today on difficulty number 10, and that is because there's a winning strategy you can follow. It's not really a cheat. There are ways. Okay, so there's a lot of ways that you can cheat at this game. I'm going to show you a way to win Akalabeth World of Doom, probably in one sitting like me. That is not a cheat. We're gonna game the system, but we're gonna do it within the bounds of the game itself, and it'll be a good time. Because of that, I'm gonna be confident to play on level 10. Okay, so the game's gonna randomly generate some characters, and first off, the gold stat is probably the most important. Now, every time it generates the characters randomly, it picks the same numbers over and over again. This character has a strength of 6 and a gold of 16. The strength is too low, so I'm going to move on. This one has a low stamina, but a good strength and gold. Good hit points. Not this one. Okay, is this the one that I usually use? No? Okay, yeah, this one's pretty good. 24 gold, 24 wisdom, 18 hit points, 19 strength. Yeah, this is a good, well-balanced character. I can't remember if this is the same character that I played with in my other videos, but this looks good. It probably is. So I'm gonna hit yes. And I'm actually typing a Y or an N on the keyboard to let the game know my decision. So I'm gonna type yes. Shall I be a fighter or a mage? Okay, so this is another interesting choice. Okay, so the mage is easier to play than the fighter. We're going to play as a fighter today to introduce extra difficulty to the game. Basically, winning the game comes down to the use of a magic amulet. So as you're playing the game, you'll discover these magic amulets, and if you play as a mage, you can control the amulet directly. yeah, you can choose what effect you want the magic amulet to have. If you play as a fighter, you kind of blindly cast the amulet's magic, and it's going to choose for you among a number of spells and effects, some of which are to your detriment. One of which I think is just like firing a bolt of flame in front of you. But there's one option, there's one critical option that we're looking for, and that is to transform yourself into the Lizard Man. And it is as silly as it sounds. But basically the way to game Akalabeth World of Doom is to obtain the magic amulet and to cast the Wizard Man spell. And so the mage can get close. The mage can choose an option, I think, that's like a 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 chance of casting the Lizard Man spell. With a fighter, it's a lower chance. I think it's like a 1 in 10, 1 in 20. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, we're going to play as a fighter just to make it more interesting and a little more difficult so that we don't have complete control over the magic amulet. And basically, when you cast the Lizard Man spell, your stats, so like our strength, dexterity, stamina, wisdom, gold, they all skyrocket. They significantly increase, and they increase to a point where you are able to delve deeper and defeat the Balrog, even on level 10 difficulty. Especially if you were able to get 2 Lizard Man spells to fire with the same character, because the effects would stack, you would really be able to almost one-shot anything in the whole game. Yeah, so we're going to start off pretty weak, relatively weak, and then hopefully we will be able to find some amulets, give them a try, and get the right spell. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to type F for fighter. Okay, so we're at a shop. This is where we start. This is what it looks like when you're in a shop in the game. So we can see at the top right the things that we own, and this is like everything in the game that you can own. Food, there's some weapons, a shield, and the magic amulet. And you can purchase these things, right? You can see at the bottom the price. Yeah, if it's a weapon, it tells you the damage that it deals, and then the name of the item. Okay, so something very, very, very important to note about Akalabeth World of Doom is that every step you take in the overworld and every 10 steps you take in the underworld within the dungeon costs 1 food. If you ever run out of food, you will immediately die and lose the game. So you must have enough food to survive, and that is why having a high gold number to start the game is mission critical, right? Because you can't run out of food. And in fact, my least favorite enemy in the whole game is I think it's called the Gremlin. Yeah, the Gremlin has a chance to eat half of your food, and that is way more terrifying than any other creature in the game, in my humble opinion, because of the implication on your being able to get out of the dungeon alive. Okay, so to kick things off, we are going to purchase a rapier. So I'm actually going to type the letter R to indicate we want a rapier, and I'm going to spend the rest of our money on food. And notice that my gold stat is decreasing and my food count is going up. It's 10 food or 10 steps for 1 gold. So your in-game economy, right, you're going to want to earn more gold than you need to get back to your shop. Buy enough. You need to earn enough gold to buy enough food to go out on a full trek, right, and to make it back to a shop with your newfound spoils. Okay, Q to quit. All right, I think that said welcome to Akalabeth World of Doom. We are now in the overworld, and I'm going to be using my number pad, my 9-key number pad, to navigate. So this is the starting square. I don't think there's anything special about this square. What we're going to be looking for is either a dungeon to start earning money, or we're going to be looking for Lord British's castle. And we're going to be trying to do this before we run out of food. Notice that we already spent 1 food, spawning? We had to spend a food to spawn? Okay. So, I just took a step to the northeast, it did nothing and spent a food. Okay. That was interesting. So we'll go just cardinal directions, I guess. Okay, this is like a... what is it? Oh! this is the meaningless one. I take it back. This icon to the bottom left is a shop. Okay, so that's where we're at. That's not a meaningless tile. That's a shop. Okay, on the right side of the map, we have these 3 tiles that have like these straight lines. These are like mountains, I believe, and we cannot cross them. So this will delineate the edges of our game world. And the world is not that big. I think it's like a 40 by 40 tile space, something like that. So we're going to explore along the edge. It's actually really useful that there's a shop on what looks like the eastern edge of the world. Okay, here's another shop. So if I were to hit E to enter, we'd be back in a store. And it looks like I'm guessing I spent a food to enter. So that's probably what the food expenditure was for, to represent your character spending the day in the town and eating, I don't know. Another shop. Okay, this X here, this is a dungeon. And this is actually very optimal to have a dungeon located right next to a shop, because we could delve into the dungeon, fight some things, come back to the surface, and immediately in one step sell our goods. Yeah. And we could delve and try to earn gold for more food right now, but the first thing that I would like to do is find Lord British's castle so that we can get a quest assigned to us. So I'm going to keep exploring the game world. I'm just taking steps. I have to remember that the eastern edge of the world has a shop if we get lost. But really the home base that we're going to want to find is Lord British's castle. Because there are plenty of dungeons and plenty of shops, plenty of these pointless, I guess they're not really pointless, they allow you to kind of remember where you're at in the game. Plenty of those, but only one Lord British's castle on the map. We're under 100 food. We might have to delve. Here's another dungeon next to a shop on the southern portion of the map. That's excellent. Following the walls, still no sign. Ah, here we go. Let's go right next to 2 shops. So on the western edge of the game world, we found Lord British's castle. Let's enter. Welcome, peasant, into the halls of the mighty Lord British. Herein thou may choose to dare battle with the evil creatures of the depths for great reward. What is thy name, peasant? Twinnrova. Dost thou wish for grand adventure? Yes. Good, thou shalt try to become a knight. Thy first task is to go into the dungeon, and to return only after killing a mimic. Go now upon this quest, and may Lady Luck be fair unto you. Also, I, British, have increased each of thy attributes by 1. Excellent. That is honestly great. Okay, so now we need to delve into a dungeon deep enough to fight a mimic, and then climb back to the surface, return to the castle for our next quest. So there is a string of NPCs from weakest to strongest that you can be assigned. As your objective in a quest, and it's based on your wisdom level. So if your wisdom level was really low, you would start lower down the chain. If your wisdom level is higher, you'll start higher up the chain. And Mimic is actually a monster pretty deep in the dungeon. Now, when you return to Lord British and you turn in your quest, he gives you +1 to all of your stats, and that includes wisdom, and that unlocks the next character. If your wisdom is over a certain number, then you'll be assigned to the Balrog. And so if we are able to raise our wisdom up to above a certain point, I can't remember what the number is. But basically, if we cast the Lizard Man spell and skyrocket our wisdom, then the next quest that we receive will actually be not for a mimic, but for the Balrog. And that is the kill that wins you the game. But now, keep in mind, you can't just kill the Balrog. You have to survive back up to the surface and reach Lord British's castle again. So the next thing we need to know, since very thankfully there is a castle right next to shops, next thing we need to know is if there is a nearby dungeon. That is going to be important. I'm just traveling east, and I'm seeing no dungeon. Okay, that is unfortunate. Let's try south. There's a dungeon. Okay, and it's one away from a shop. So we're going to delve. Okay, these dungeons are randomly generated. Now, if you pick the same world seed and you pick the same dungeon, then you can slowly become familiar with it, right? And that particular dungeon will always have the same form. But each dungeon is different. Okay. You're being attacked by a skeleton. Okay, so here's a skeleton. It's a low-level creature. I'm going to type R to fight with my rapier. Missed. Hit. So damage equals 1. We dealt 1 damage. Our HP is 18 right now. You're being attacked by a skeleton. Missed. Do I type F or A? There we go. I actually was not attacking properly. You type A to attack and then R to hit with the rapier. There we go. Awesome. Hit. Hit points 3. Now notice I just stepped forward through a wall. There are hidden walls. And the skeleton, once I dealt damage, decided to flee. Right? And I saw him disappear. Usually they disappear directly away from you, like they back up from you. He backed up through the wall, so that told me that that was a wall that you can step through, like a secret doorway, a secret tunnel. We're gonna keep hitting it. There we go. We received 2 pieces of 8, which is gold. Excellent. Okay, our food is getting low. There's a trap door down to the 2nd floor. I'd much rather find the ladder down. Okay, there was another hidden doorway. There might be a hidden doorway here on one of these walls. Let's try these walls. No. What's this way? It's that 3. Oh, okay. Back to a... Yeah, the tricky part of this game, I guess one of the tricky parts of this game is finding your way through the maze that is these... Okay, we need to actually exit with the gold that we have. Okay. Enter. Food. Okay. Quit. Enter. Okay. Let's find that skeleton and attack him for gold if we can. Yep. Looks like there's only a skeleton on this level as far as I can tell. Okay. Now we might die if we go down this way, because we're going to have to get back to the surface. Yeah, so instead we're going to go back to the surface, buy 2 foods. There we go. We're gonna basically farm gold from the skeleton. There we go. Back and over and up, and 2 more gold. Yep. And slowly but surely we will earn enough food to be able to delve deeper safely. Okay. 2 more food. It's a slow grind, but... Oh. So if I stand here for long enough, he'll come find me. That's interesting. Which way does he attack? From that direction? Okay. Alright, we're up to 100 food now. So maybe I can go this way. Yeah. And that leads directly to the trap door. Alright, let's risk it. Ooh, a box. Oh, ladder down, it said. Is that the ladder? We got 10 pieces of 8 and a food. Excellent. Okay, there's a ladder up. Oh, a thief. The thief stole the rapier. What am I supposed to fight with? Hands? Oh my gosh. There's 8 hit points left. Yeah, we're taking damage. Oh, and it's running away? Interesting. So there is a hidden wall right behind it, and then it's one that goes in 2 directions. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I lost it already. Interesting. Ooh, a magic amulet. Alright, here we go. Attack. Magic amulet. Oh, you've been turned into a toad. No. Yeah, that's the opposite. So turned into a toad is that is the choice that you don't want. Unfortunate. Okay. Well, we actually basically should die now. Unless we find another amulet and turn into a lizard man, maybe twice. Yeah, we essentially want to run out of food. I actually don't know where the path is down again so that I can send my character into a certain doom. I love the, like, it looks like raycasted kind of graphics, but I'm not exactly sure. These might be just like hard-coded shapes for the walls. I'm not exactly sure what Mr. Garriot's engine is doing. But yeah, there must be some key hidden door that I keep missing, because now I can't find either ladder. Oh, there is a door. Oh. Interesting. There's the ladder down. Okay, yeah, perfect. So let's go, like, get wrecked. Oh yeah, fighting with my hands, oh my gosh. Okay, he killed me, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna create another character. What did we roll? We rolled a d20, right? Yeah, so 20, 10. We're gonna hit no until we get that one character. This one. Yes. Fighter. We're gonna do a rapier, and the rest is food. And now our +1 is going to be, our benefit in the new life is that we know to go all the way to the west of the world. And here's the dungeon we entered. Okay, so we should go forward, forward, right, and attack with the rapier. Yep. Perfect. Okay, let's just drop down this way now. What I want is this, a box. And I need to find these boxes. Oh, a trap. Falling to level 3. Yeah, now we might die. You're being attacked by a thief. The thief is difficult because, yeah, he'll steal stuff from you. A rapier, no. Now we're probably going to die. That's okay. Yeah, we're not even strong enough for level 3. Wow. Maybe we'll survive this. No. Here we go. Round 3. And this cycle is going to... Ooh. How did I hit that? That is excellent. Wow. Fighter. Excellent. Okay, rapier. And we'll do 13 food. We'll head west. Oh, interesting. Did I pick a different number this time? I thought 20 was the... Yeah, this seems to be a different world. Yeah, I must have entered something incorrectly. This is not the same. It doesn't look like the same map. Let me go all the way to the bottom. Okay. All the way to the west. And we're gonna die. Yeah, interesting. How weird. Okay, 20, right, is the number that we were just playing on. Difficulty 10. There we go. Okay, fighter. Yeah, I must have typed a different number. That must have happened. Okay, so now south and west, and we should find a dungeon right here. Yep. Boom. Awesome. Now, what would be nice is if we could find a box on this floor that I can remember where it's at. Okay, here's the trapdoor. There was somewhere on the first floor where we found a box, because the box is going to spawn in the same spot every time, without fail. What's going to be different, however, is what's in the box, and sometimes it's going to be the magic amulet. So we basically need to find a place where a box spawns. Ooh, it's left. Wow, where's the wall? Okay, so they're here, to the left and forward? No, to the right and forward. Is that the same one that we've been going through over and over again? Maybe. Yeah. And this way? It's like a memory game, right? Like we're just trying to memorize the shape of the dungeon. So this first floor is so intriguing. I'm actually kind of stoked that we've found this trick. Okay, so there it was. There is a spot where you exit to the left instead of the right, but is it just coming back? Yeah, it is. It's just the same thing the other way. So there's some place that I'm missing, that I'm not trying, because there's a whole other section of the dungeon that we're not ever reaching. And remember, I couldn't even get back to this half of the dungeon from that half of the dungeon. Wow. This is a good maze. What about there? No? And back to the spot. We might have to just deal with the second floor, because there's a box immediately. An axe. Okay. But can we quickly... Oh no, and then we find... And then there's the thief, and he's going to steal my rapier. Giant rat. Oh, there's another box, which is good. We're taking lots of hits, so we're about to die. Yeah. We mourn the passing of the peasant and his computer to invoke a miracle of resurrection. Press a key. Okay, so if we're going to drop down to the second floor to try to... Oh, that's what I did. Yeah, my lucky number isn't 10, it's 20. That's what it was. I probably made that mistake. Yeah. Okay, create a character. Lucky number 20. Difficulty 10. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Maybe I did it wrong again. I don't know. Rapier, the rest is food. Quit. Yeah, I think this is the wrong world again. How are we doing that? Man, I thought the world seed was just like... Okay, let's quit. Oh, that's a save game. That's funny. Oh, that's cool that you can save your game. That's actually a perk. Well, not exactly sure how to. I can just waste my food. LOL. Okay. Create a character. Lucky number is 20. That is the roll that we rolled. Level of play is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. Not sure where my typical choice was. Is this going to be the different world again? Was I messing up by putting a 10? Well, maybe I need to learn this world too, then. Man, I feel like I'm entering the same number every time. What if I've been typing 10 the whole time? Maybe we can find Lord British's castle in this world. Is there some subtle difference that's causing the random generator to pick a different world shape? Okay, so obviously we're looking for Lord British's castle, right? Because we have to know where to turn in quests. We're gonna run out of food. Okay, create a character. Our lucky number is 20. That is our lucky number. Level of play 10. No. 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 Yes. Fighter. Yeah, I have no clue. Honestly. I have no clue what happened. Oh, so there's a ways up that we can go on this world. This seed. No castle. And it can be anywhere. It can be off in the middle. It doesn't have to be. It was very convenient that that world had the castle on an edge. But it could be directly in the center of the game world. No luck. Okay. Wow, this is strange, y'all. This is not how I thought this session would go. Okay, 20 and 10. I thought was my number. Let's go with this guy. Fighter. Rapier and food. It's my preferred start. Okay. Which way have we not searched yet? Like the middle? All this empty space. All this free empty space. This is not the same. Yeah, this is our world too. I might try typing 10 and just see if that was what I... Was I accidentally typing 10 over and over? I need to go back and watch my footage and see what happened. Looking for that giant box with what, an X in it, right? It's Lord British's castle. It's strange that we get thrown into this different seed unknowingly. And then we can't find the castle. Okay, so just for fun, I'm going to enter 10, and see what happens. Yeah, that's what I must have been doing. Yeah, that's pretty good. Fighter. I don't know if this is right. Okay, no, I spawned in the top right corner. That doesn't look right either. Doesn't seem to be the same world. But maybe we can find the castle in this world. Was I entering 2? It's kind of cool to see all of the different possible variations of the... Oh, there we go. Where are we? In the northeast corner on seed 10. Let's see what we get. What is the name? Peasant? Twinnrova. Yes, I wish for adventure. A viper. Okay. Well, there's a dungeon. Oh my gosh, we did not spawn next to a dungeon that has a box immediately. Oh my, what good luck. Now we just need a shop. Wow. Perfect. Yeah, this is going to be a piece of cake. Yeah, now we just do this until we... Now we just do this until we hit a magic amulet. An axe? Yeah, like we can literally delve over and over. And this is what I mean by, like, it's not a cheat, really. It's just like abusing the game's logic. Magic amulet, so I'm going to attack with the amulet. And you've been turned into a lizard man. Let's go. Okay, game over. Yeah, now our main problem is going to be food. So let's go ahead and buy lots of food. Ooh, oh, we have 2 rapiers, and we have a shield. Yeah, okay. We also can just stock up for a minute. We can keep using this box over and over to get stuff. An axe. What was that? Okay, check this out. This thief with the rapier. 2-hit KO with the lizard man. Oh, let's look at our stats. Okay, yeah. Hit points 53, strength 55, dexterity 62, stamina 62, wisdom 45, gold 7. And this is all by casting the magic amulet spell, landing on lizard man, and getting all of your stats buffed. It's crazy because on my silent Let's Play, it takes me forever to actually end up with a lizard man, but we had poor luck somehow with the seed generation. I don't know how that was happening. I'm sure y'all saw what I was doing wrong, and I'm sure it's quite hilarious. I'm going to go back and watch and laugh at myself too. It'll be fun. But we got very, very, very lucky with the magic amulet cast. Interesting. I actually saw someone was able to finish the game in like 30 seconds or something. Apparently, if you follow the exact same steps every time in some versions of the game, the spell casting will also be... What am I trying to say? Not really random, like pseudo-random, right? Like if you spawn in the same seed and you enter the dungeon and find an amulet in the same spot and you take all of the same actions to get there and then cast the amulet, you can basically guarantee, I don't think on this port of the game, but you can guarantee that the amulet casts the Lizard Man spell. And then you have, you know, once you've memorized that, you can guarantee that you're going to get the right cast. So somebody figured out a seed where you can immediately enter, get the amulet, cast the Lizard Man spell, immediately cast a bunch of spells to delve down to Balrog, kill, and all the way back to Lord British in like seconds. I don't know. It's wild. I'll have to find it and link it in the description, maybe, because it's really cool. Oh, let's get food while we're here. Yeah, I think we're solid. The main thing that we need is a bunch of food to survive the journey. We're also getting... Oh, we just have a ton of HP because of the Lizard Man spell. But yeah, food is going to be the thing that stops us from winning the game. Oh, I didn't actually get the box. 5 pieces of 8 and a shield. Yeah, I'm not sure how much food we're gonna need. We'll make money while delving and fighting. Let's see. He wants us to kill, is it a viper? Okay, let's delve and try to kill a viper. Let's try to kill a viper and then survive the climb back up. 1-hit KO on the thief. Skeleton, 1-hit KO. Okay, so now it's going to be a maze and food management game. We have the stats. We cannot run out of food because we've already got the lizard the Lizard Man spell. So we do not want to die because of food, right? We can't let that be the reason that we kick the bucket. I mean, that last dungeon was tough. Like, I was really struggling to find the way down. Oh, cool. And they like to hide things behind the secret passageways. It's so cool that this world is randomly generated. 1979, like... Okay, there's the way back up. We've already got 6 gold just from the creatures we fought here. You also earn HP. Wow. It's kind of happening again. I'm missing some spot. There's some spot on the wall or some door that I'm regularly not trying. Ooh. There we go. That looks promising. Interesting. And then will I ever remember it? That's the other problem. I don't remember what level a Viper spawns, but I don't think it's that deep. Interesting. I'm trying to think of how big the mazes are. I think they're like maybe 12 by 12 or 15 by 15 matrices, right, of locations. There's the path up. Why don't we go ahead and buy food with our 6 gold and delve again. Oh, did not mean to enter back into Lord British's castle. Let's delve. There's our box. There's some gold. There's the thief. It doesn't matter if he steals some stuff as long as it's not too much food. This first level, hopefully we can figure it out and remember it. Okay, odds are that I won't, but it would be good. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's the one that got me before. Excited. It's a good one. I don't know why, but I really like dead ends ending up being something. Wow, I'm getting really hard level 1s repeatedly. Like my, man, Seed 13 is what I was playing on over and over again. Okay, what if I go back here and then go sideways? That would be a neat trick. Or like here. Am I always picking the same direction? Okay, there's the path up again. From the door, straight through here. Okay. Yeah, this is wild. It was so easy on Seed 13. I found a dungeon and it was just like immediately I knew where to go and had it memorized. There we go. Okay, I don't know how we're going to get back to here, but there's the path down to level 2. Are we getting hit right off the bat? No. We're looking for a Viper. And I don't think the Viper is going to spawn on the blue levels. Different floors have a different color scheme, right? Ooh, there is a giant rat, right? Oh, and he's running away through the wall. We've got plenty of gold for more food. Ooh, he stole something. I don't know what he stole. It's not the biggest deal. Ooh, 6 pieces of 8 and a rapier. It'll be good to continue just like stockpiling stuff as we go along. So that it literally won't even matter if we get something stolen. Ooh. Okay, there's the path back up. We could go spend our 26 gold. Yeah, let's try that. Let's see if we can get back. So we spawn and there's 2 doorways. Neither wall is a secret passageway. Whoa. How did that happen? Dude. There we go. He stole food. Nope. You're gonna have to die for that. Okay. Now how in the world did we get to that spot? Don't know how we did it. Okay, here. Out of the right one, we have these 2. So it's a room with 3 and it's the middle one. Just for us to remember at some point in the future. And this is hard to find. Is it there? No. It's not there. Now we need to get back to the surface before we run out of food so we can spend all of this lovely gold on extra food to delve deeper. I'm gonna get this maze down, don't you worry. That is the way down. We need to find the way back up. Let's try this path. Wow, that was like a long string of hallways. And I remember that happening in the part of the level where the path up existed. We could run out of food. Okay, there's a box. That means I have to be close to it. Yeah, nice. Ooh, that was scary. Alright, yep, let's dump all of this into food. Perfect. And let's delve again. Okay. Thief. Oh. Okay, I know we're not in the right spot yet, but we're gonna get it. Okay. This is not the one. Okay. This is the box. Okay. Yeah, so this is the entrance. So we want to get away from here. So we need to turn around the corner and go left. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if we go left or right from there. Right? Right. Okay, so let's try this. Okay. From the surface. We're going to get this. At least for the first floor, we need to get this. Descend. Step around the corner. Step up, turn left. We're going to get attacked. Yep. I already forgot. Which way do we turn? Left? No, right. Right is the direction. Okay. And then... Nope, not there. There? No. I feel like we're close. No, here we turn right, and then you can go straight through. And this is somehow the part of the dungeon where we need to be, but it's not here. There's another wall we need to step through somewhere, somehow, to get there. We're gonna figure this out. It's just like that Microsoft wallpaper that was a maze going everywhere. There we go. Okay, now where is this? Out of... Oh, interesting. So if you go to one of the doors, it's 2. What about the other way? It's 2 either way. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Descending. Looking for a viper. I'm going to assume that we need to get to level like 3 or 4. HP's looking good. Food's looking good. For now. 20 gold. Not bad. Oh, we found a... There we go. Down to the 3rd level. Every time we descend, the enemies are going to get tougher and tougher. But they still won't be tough enough because our stats have been buffed so high with the Lizard Man spell. Okay, there's the path back up again. Hopefully it's not too hard to find. It's in a room with 3. We're on the 3rd level. Ooh, we fell to 4th. We fell to the 4th level. Okay, this is where I'm expecting to find a viper, actually. Orc. Don't you love the art? Like, this old art is so fun. A thief. Stole 2 different things, wow. There's a path down if we want to take it. But I think if we just explore this, I'm assuming we're going to be able to the path up again. Really? Oh yeah, we never found it. Interesting. I'm hoping that, yeah, I'm hoping that we find a viper on this level. Because it could be, you know, in a part of the dungeon that we're not looking for. Now, I do think that every time you delve to a deeper level, all of the monsters from the level above are present plus 1 more. I think that's how it works in Akalabeth. Okay, the path up. Let's risk it. Level 5. Viper. Perfect. Here we go. Yeah, did you hear that special sound? Now we just need to climb up. Oh, hey, there's the way down. But we need to go back up. We need to spend this massive 103 gold. Hey, a box. No, we don't need it, but... There's a giant rat, and I think that's a carrion crawler behind it. Yeah. Look, we just dealt 16 damage with 1 hit with the rapier. Oh, I should note that if you play as a mage, you can't use the rapier. So, if you're able to cast the Lizard Man spell as a fighter, I think it's actually the optimal situation. It's a path down. I really do not want to get trapdoored down lower. I really want to... Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. I totally jinxed myself. Now we're on the purple levels. Another viper. And there's absolutely no way I'm going to remember this stuff down so far. Like, maybe I can remember one small area at a time. Stole an axe too. That's weird. That was weird that there was a 2 on the text. Don't know what that was about. Dude, we're getting hit by so many things at once. 2 things. That's what I meant by so many things. And we're not even taking damage, really, except for when we fall. But we do have to know there is a trap door on this floor. It'll let you swing at the air, which is funny. It'll just say that you missed. It won't tell you that you're fighting nothing. Okay, our food's actually getting kind of low. 11 pieces of 8 and a food. 350, I know it's not low, but it just makes me nervous. Down. We need the way up. Because if we die of food, oh no. So it's in a hallway. If we die of food, then we'll have to... Oh no, not a gremlin. This is the absolute worst enemy. Yeah, get away. Because it can steal half of your food, which is horrible. Yeah, it's going to take a while to get back up to the top. And we only have so much food. So I could wander aimlessly indefinitely, right? It's a possibility. Magic amulet. And, you know, of course, we could go try to find a magic amulet again. We have a good spot to find one. We really lucked out with that dungeon. But I would much rather, if we make it to the surface, then our wisdom should be high enough to get the Balrog quest, so we could then just have one more delve in the game. Okay, there's a secret right there. There? That's a weird one. Our food is down to below 300. Here's that long hallway again. It's literally just a waste, right? What about this way? Aha! There we go. Now am I going to fall down the trapdoor again? I feel like it was a hallway with a bend. No, it's the straight one. Oh my gosh, not again. Okay, I cannot go down the straight hallway on the 5th floor. Did it put me down in the long hallway? All the time we spend fighting also costs us food. No! I can't take that many hits from a gremlin. Oof. Terrifying. Okay, back on floor 6. Wow. I feel like that was lucky. Okay, this is not the hallway with the... Goodness, where is it? There it is. This is so nerve-wracking. It's not this hallway. If I have a path that's not a hallway, though, I should take it. Let's try to not take hallways if we can. We don't want down, we want up. Like that. That looks like the hallway. I'm scared. One hit KO on the thief. Well, this way, no. Looking for little sneaky spots. More enemies. Oh. Back to this. I feel like it's got to be over here. Yes, let's go. Level 4. Okay, now I have hope. I have hope in my heart. I think it is to your advantage instead of having no quest and immediately going for the Balrog. It almost makes sense to delve for one quest that's not the Balrog, like to go ahead and get a quest off the bat. Because when we return, we're going to have like 10 million pounds of gold, right? So we should have enough food to survive down to the Balrog and back. So it's just a good way to enforce yourself to do the grind. To force yourself to do the grind that you need to do. Okay. Only 206 food left. We have to make it back up to the 1st floor. cannot starve to death. Everything's riding on this. We've got to solve this maze. I keep finding the path down over and over, but not the way up. Wow. Seems like such a small space. Okay, this is different. There we go. Any food? Yeah, 1 food. Level 3. We're gonna do it, guys. We're cutting it way closer than I hoped, but we have a chance. I do not need to be chasing the skeleton to kill it. It's a waste of food. We do not need even more gold. We just need the path up and nothing else. Let's hope not to get stuck on some really hard, difficult level to find the... Oh, there's a trap door down to 4. That is so unfortunate. Dang, how did we get out of that? I didn't memorize it. This is cutting it really close, y'all. It's gonna be a shame. Okay, 131 food. Oh, it's just right there. Wow. Let's abuse this. There's a food. Yep. How many foods can we get in one step? Dang. I don't think it's worth it. No, I don't think it's worth it. Level 3, we can't fall. Avoid the hallway. All the enemies are all stacked up on each other. $115 food left. It's dwindling. I feel like that's gonna send us. Okay, that's back down. So we can go around this hallway. $95 food left. Cannot go down the hallway. Ooh. Is this a new set of areas? Yes. Oh my gosh, level 2. There shouldn't be a trapdoor on level 2. But I remember level 1 was really hard. Right? Oh, there's a clue. Thank you, skeleton. That might have just led us to victory, honestly. $75. This is cutting it so close. This is so dangerously close. I think I need to be on this side. Could be wrong. Oh man. There's the way down. Oh my gosh, we might not make it. Ooh. I feel like it's got to be this way. No! No, we're gonna have to get the lizard man all over again. Dang it, that might not be enough steps left. I think it's not. We have all this gold, but no food. Oh my gosh, yeah, at this point now, if we make it to the surface, even, we probably wouldn't have enough steps left. Wow, that is so unfortunate. This was gonna be it. There it is. We're on the first level. And that's gonna be it. Wow, that was so horribly close. Wow. No. Oh my gosh, we had the perfect setup. Wow. Oh my gosh. We were so close. We could not find our way back up. I think it was right up here, right? Is it giving us another map again? Yeah, we had that perfect little setup of like the castle with the item right there at the top. Was that not? Was 10 not our seed? Is there something I'm doing to cause the seed to change again? There has to be. 10. 10. We'll say yes. Fighter, rapier, and food. Okay, then we spawn in the corner. I remember that. Spawned in a corner, right? There we go. Yeah, here we are. Okay, so we can go for the magic amulet right away, so we don't waste time. Magic amulet, or attack, magic amulet. Toad. Okay, so now we want it to die. Oh, we could just, yeah, let ourselves get hit. We can cast it. Nothing. Magic attack. Okay. We'll let him finish us off. Okay. Create a character. 10. 10. One, two, three, 4 no's. And a yes. Fighter. Rapier. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now we go right and around a few times to the dungeon. Perfect. Okay. We're not going to be disheartened by the starving to death. Lizard man, look at that. Let's go. Okay, now we need to grind gold. We need to have enough gold to survive down and back. Yeah. Excellent. Okay, wow. We're right back in it. And now actually we can be one step further. Kind of. We still don't have all the million pounds of gold that we had before. That was quite unfortunate. Okay, there's the way down. We don't have a ton of food, so let's not get lost. Oh, interesting. So it is this, like, long hallway. Yep. Wow. Sneaky. Did it run that way? Right? Yeah. No, this is good, so we can spin the gold. Okay, now, am I going to remember how to get back up? Probably not. We're going to need a lot of food to make it back up. I underestimated... So when I started this video, I was thinking, okay, it's not going to be that hard to learn the maze. What I underestimated is that I spent several episodes in a row on my silent Let's Play of Akalabeth memorizing the same dungeon over and over. So like many hours. And that made it really easy to delve and come back up because I didn't need as much food. Like even now, I'm running low on food and I'm on the first floor, right? So I should be able to come out and survive, but I could very realistically starve to death wandering down here. By walking in circles, right? There we go. Hopefully this helps us find the way out. That is down again. Well, how did we do that? East. It can happen to us again right now. Okay, here we go. Yes, let's go. Let's buy a bunch of food. Actually, one more rapier so that we don't lose that in the middle of the dungeon. Let's actually try to get another rapier from a box. That could be useful. It's an axe, which is fine, but I'd really prefer the rapier. Magic amulet. Nice. Would be cool, but I don't want to risk the Toadman spell getting cast. Magic amulet. We really lucked out with the placement of the box in this this dungeon. Bow and arrow. I guess with the gold that we're earning from this, we could... There's a rapier, and now look, we're going to have all this extra food from spamming that. Is it enough to delve for the Balrog? I don't know. I don't think so. Let's spam it a few more times. We're getting gold pretty quick from this. See, it's not technically a cheat. It's just abusing an old game. Their decision to have loot spawn in the same exact spot every time in a randomly generated dungeon, such that it could feasibly spawn right next to the entrance. We're getting gold from most boxes. Yeah. How much longer can I mentally stand repeating this pattern over and over again? How long can you stand, dear viewer? Can you stand to 100 gold, perhaps? Can I stand until 100 gold, perhaps? We're gonna have like a million of each item. 84 gold. I bet you my friends that watch me play RuneScape, especially 2001 Scape, if any of y'all are out there, I'm guessing that this is no big deal to you right now. You've watched enough grinding. This is easy in comparison. There we go, 98. Ooh. 99. 100. 101. 101 reasons to survive the dungeon. Okay, we have 10 rapiers now. That should be sufficient, I dare say. Okay, now let's go talk to Lord British. What is thy name, peasant? Twinnrova. Dost thou wish for a grand adventure? Yes. Good, thou shalt try to become a knight. Thy first task is to go into the dungeons and to return only after killing an Balrog. Go now upon this quest, and may Lady Luck be fair unto you. Also, I, British, have increased each of thy attributes by 1. Excellent. Okay, so all we have to do is delve to the bottom. Like, we can literally take all the trapdoors down to the bottom floor, as far as it'll go, find the Balrog, kill it, and then, with our 1600 food, survive the trip back up. Without further ado. Oh, why am I going this way? Yeah, I'm fairly certain that... Oh, should we spend that gold immediately? I'm so nervous about the food situation. Look, we've already got 9 gold. How did we earn that much gold that fast? That's crazy. Okay, if we find the up before we find the down, we'll go spend the gold. But I think we're going to find the down, like now. Could have been that one. Yep. Okay, level 2. And it's totally okay if there's a trapdoor right now. Because we're going down. It'll be a problem when we come up. There we go. Thanks for leading me to the ladder down. We're on level 3. Okay, there are either 9 or 10 levels to the dungeon. I can't remember which, and it could be variable. Some dungeons could go down deeper than others. But I'm anticipating to find the Balrog on the 3rd level, or the 9th level of the dungeon. We're already down to level 4. We already know that if we walk in certain long hallways, we'll find a trapdoor. Maybe we can learn about that here now. Oh, nice. It actually wasn't that far to find the path down. Now we have to worry about gremlins. We're going to have to worry about them heading down and up. We are absolutely wrecking all of these creatures. All of these dungeon monsters are just flying at us. And they can't handle the lizard man. So that long hallway was fine. This big corner hallway... Okay, this straight one. This straight hallway has the... I can't remember what level that was, but it's a straight hallway with just a door on each end, and there's a trap door in the dead center. It's almost better that we fall, because I don't want to fight a gremlin. The thief is also bad, but not nearly as bad as the gremlin. That's it. Thank goodness. Yeah, I don't care to finish him off. Let's take the trapdoor down to 7. Okay, there's a gremlin. I can see the gremlin in the back. Wow, there's all these creatures in line, I guess, to kill me. Oh man, here we go. And he's running. Skeleton. I don't need to be doing that. Ooh, thief. Stole something. Playing too fast. Gotta be close to the bottom, though. Money doesn't even matter at this point. All that matters is food. Finding the Balrog and then getting out with our food. Ooh, found the way up again. A mimic! Oh my gosh. Here's a mimic. That's so funny. Are we on level 7 or 8 right now? I hope we're on 8, but I think we're on 7. We're not even down to 1,500 food yet, which is great. Because we're going to need as much food as possible to survive all of the trekking back up to the surface. Interesting. Hid all the way over here. Ooh, nice. Level 8. Oh, and there's a trapdoor down. Level 9. There could be one more level, but I think this is the level with the Balrog. The red is telling me yes. Mimic is attacking me. Oh, there's a gremlin back there. Please do not eat my food. Look at its evil eyes staring at us. Please do not eat my food. There we go. We killed the gremlin. Perfect. Oh my gosh. You are being attacked by a Balrog. Let's go. This is the boss fight. Here it is. Alright, victory! Yeah, that was it. With the Lizard Man spell, there's really nothing to it. Is that a ladder down? You are on level 10? I should not explore this. Is that another Balrog? Wow, there was a Balrog on level 9? And then there was another Balrog on level 10? That's wild. Okay, now we just have to climb back to the surface and claim our victory by turning in our quest to Lord British. And we have 1,500 food to get there. A big problem is going to be trapdoors. If we make it back up the dungeon, if we can climb our way out of the pit of Akalabeth, this world of doom, we will win the game. If we run out of food before we get there, we will have to start all over with finding a magic amulet, casting the Lizard Man spell, getting our quest, and delving all over again. Oh. We're stuck in one of these like little tight areas. What have I not tried? Both of these doors have been tried. Oh my gosh. How are we stuck? Okay. Left. Dead end. Left, dead end. Right is the way back. Right. Almost a dead end. Leads here. It's 2 side-by-side rooms of 3. Back to the ladder down. There can't be 2 ladders down, can they? I'm wondering, is it tricking me? I think I just tried every possible spot. I think I did. Is it possible that there's 2 ladders up? One that leads to a dead end? That would be horrible. No, I think we killed this Balrog and went right back up the ladder. I really think that. Look, we're already down to 1400 HP. I cannot have a gremlin attack me on this floor. Okay. Think. Think. Trying the same doors over and over again. There's got to be a path that I am not trying. Man, I can't just keep going in this box forever. Oh my gosh. How did that happen? Okay, I'm gonna try something desperate. I'm gonna try casting the magic amulet. Oh my gosh, and it worked. We got a ladder up. Level 8. There's a demon. We haven't even encountered one of those yet. Wow. That was quite lucky. Desperate times, though. Oh, not the gremlin. 1-hit KO, come on. Yeah. Good stuff. Woo. No trapdoor. We're going up this time, not down. So we can't afford the trapdoor. The mimic. If we're at a high enough level... Nice. Level 7. We could maybe... just maybe survive more of those amulet casts. No. This is so bad. Come on. Yeah, okay. We're good. We're good. I was just thinking that it was very unfortunate that there was a gremlin just getting free hits on us. We're very fortunate to not have had our food cut in half yet. It's probably not worth it. We have so much food, it's probably not worth it to risk casting the amulet. The amulet's dangerous. Like, it's cool, but it is dangerous. If we accidentally cast the Toadman spell, we would lose our buff and maybe die before we reach the surface. Yes, let's go. Level 6. Okay, one more gremlin. This might be the last gremlin to survive. thieves can also steal some food, but it doesn't feel as bad. Okay, there's the way down. I don't want to cross that big hallway. Up! Let's go! Level 5! The hallway with the ladder down in it isn't a trap. I think we're gonna make it. I remember this. There is a trap door here somewhere. Yeah, I want to say it's on a... just like an empty hallway. I think we discovered that. Oh, pfft. Perfect. I should have known. So the floor above us... No, not another gremlin chance. Thank goodness. So the floor above us has a trapdoor on a curvy hallway. A big S-shaped hallway. Okay, we do not need to chase a kill. Was there anything here? I think there was nothing here, right? Or is this the one where there's like a crazy side? No. Interesting. There we go. Nice. Okay, no long hallway. No long S-shaped hallway. I love how with the Lizard Man spell we just wreck everything in our path. Nope, we don't need the box. Do you see me trying to... I'm just trying to step on a trapdoor. I'm trying really hard to, apparently. Nope, that looks like a trap. Didn't need that box. It was not necessary. Ooh. Is there some kind of cool graphical hint, maybe? Hmm? Okay. Oh, no. Dang. Oh, that was risky. I should not have gone across the hallway. We're down to 1240. Keep finding the way down. It's risky. It's a big S-shaped hallway. No, there's a straight one too. No. Dang. Good thing we have a ton of food, but we cannot keep falling down to the 6th floor because we're going to have to fight a gremlin every time we come down here. And then suddenly we're going to have 600 food left. Awesome. Actually, can we just climb? Yeah, let's not even risk. Okay, there are 2 trapdoors on this floor. Man, that thief is stealing stuff left and right. Not that hallway. Cannot risk it. Would it be worth casting it? Missed. Double lizard man? No way. Ladder down. Toad. Toad twice. Oh my gosh. Ladder up. Ladder up. Ladder down. Ladder up. Ladder down. Oh, I'm a toad, so I'm gonna die. This is not good. I'm gonna have to get lucky. This is gonna be a big waste. Ladder up. Luck. Backfire. Ladder up. Ladder up. Oh my gosh, that was so lucky. Oh. Ah, Twinnrova, thou hast accomplished thy quest. Thou hast proved thyself worthy of knighthood. Continue to play if thou dost wish, but thou hast accomplished the main objective of this game. Report thy amazing feat to Lord British today. Wow. I cannot believe how much I risked at the end of that. I got a double toad cast. Back to back. I got a backfire, brought me down to 9 HP. I was literally at the mercy of whether the amulet would cast ladder up spells so that I could escape from the dungeon. That was so crazy. This is the you won the game screen. If you beat the game on any difficulty other than 10, then this will say great job and then suggest that you kick the difficulty up 1. It'll keep doing that until you beat it on level 10, and then this happens. Yeah, wow. Excellent. Let's go to the shop because I want to see my stats. Oh my gosh, look at our stats. Strength 4, Dexterity 4, Stamina 4, Wisdom 4. Let's see if it'll actually let us buy all the food. Man, I wish I could have seen our stats when we had the double... Man, so much gold. When we had double Lizard Man. I wonder if our stats were in the 100 range. Oh my gosh, look. We're spending food, but there's... Wow. We reached the max food. 32 magic amulets. Want to burn them? See if we can fire a... Oh, we're gonna die. A thief stole a magic amulet. Oh, our HP is like 1,000,000. Oh, I'm gonna miss, right? Yeah, I'm gonna miss every time. Yeah, because my stats are too low. Unless I get the Lizard Man. Ladder down. Do you see how many casts it's taking to get back to Lizard? There's Toad again. Backfire. Ladder up. Toad. Toad. Wow, Toad seems to cast a lot. Lizard Man. Awesome. Let's see, where are we at? Oh my gosh. Lizard Man from 4 only brings us up to 7? Oh, maybe it like doubles. And if your stats are at... Like maybe ours were just at 3 or 4. Oh my gosh, so if you get the Toad cast, then not even the Lizard Man can save you. Wow. That is insane. That was fun to just cast a bunch of amulets, though, for no reason. Wow. Well, I am very happy. There were a few moments along the way where I questioned my original claim at the start of the session about being able to start and beat this game in one sitting. But we did it. We did it with some luck. We actually had some really poor luck at one point, and then good luck, and then bad luck again, and then at the very end, when everything looked so bleak, we had a crazy string of good fortune to make our way to the surface and win the game. Yeah, that was a blast. So that is Ultima 0, Akalabeth, World of Doom. Yeah, I don't even know if the game world is related to the Ultima series. Well, it has to be, because Lord British is in it, so there has to be at least that connection. But this has been really fun, and yeah, in another series, I will start playing Ultima 1, the original Ultima, which should build on this style. I think this is kind of like almost like a prototype or a proof of concept kind of game, and Ultima, the original Ultima, kind of took it to the next level. And I'm very excited to experience that in a new series. Wow. Yeah, this has been a blast. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like button and to subscribe for more retro RPG content, including Ultima content coming up in the near future. I'm Twinnrova. This has been Akalabeth, World of Doom. Until we meet again, fight on. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel and to another episode of Let's Play Akalabeth, World of Doom. This is where I'm returning to Akalabeth because I know that we beat the game in one sitting in the last episode, in the first episode. But we did it through an exploit. We know that you can climb a ladder repeatedly. You can climb up a ladder and down a ladder and respawn a chest to loot over and over again. And doing that, we were able to spawn the magic amulet. We were able to spam that until we got a favorable cast of the Lizard Man spell, which, if you watch the last episode, you'll know makes you super strong, makes the rest of the game kind of a breeze. And yeah, we did that, and we were able to beat Akalabeth, World of Doom, in one sitting. Today I want to actually try playing the game in a more real way, in a less exploitative way, and see if we can beat the game more legitimately. That's the phrase that I'm after. I want to beat Akalabeth in a more legitimate fashion. So how are we actually going to do this? Well, first off, we're going to create some self-imposed rules here. And if this is your first time seeing Akalabeth, World of Doom gameplay, don't worry. I'll kind of talk through things from the beginning again. So don't feel like you're missing anything if you haven't watched the first episode. But I'm gonna add some self-imposed restrictions. One of which is going to be focused on the ladder. So we're not going to climb and descend ladders to intentionally spawn monsters, loot, anything like that. We're going to climb a ladder to get to the next level. We're going to descend a ladder to descend to the level below. So no immediately climbing or descending a ladder and then going back through it without at least exploring, fighting something, doing something productive other than exploiting the fact that climbing the ladder resets all of the loot in the game. On a level, that is. Okay, so that's one self-imposed restriction. Another is save scumming. I don't think I did this in the last video. I'm pretty sure we played permadeath. Well, we played in one sitting, so there was no need to save scum. So we didn't do that, but we're still not going to do that in this episode, in this challenge, I should say. Yeah, so no save scumming, no exploiting the ladder. And what that is going to do is it's going to prevent us from spawning loot chests over and over again. And when you spawn a chest using that ladder exploit, you don't always get the same item or result. Every time it's different, so we were using that to accumulate magic amulets and control its cast to have a chance at the lizard man spell. And it worked out. We were able to beat the game in a little under 2 hours. Let's see, what else? Oh, the world seed, that was another thing. Last time, in the first episode, we used the same world seed over and over again so that we could memorize the dungeons and always know where to go, right? So that makes things significantly easier. When you're playing Akalabeth, essentially the goal of the game is to delve into the dungeon to a certain level where you can find an enemy. You receive a quest to kill a certain enemy. You have to delve until you find one, kill it, and then return to the surface. You have to do this over and over again, delving deeper and deeper until finally you are tasked with killing the Balrog on the lowest level. I think we actually found a Balrog on level 9 in one playthrough and 10 on another. So the lowest level might change from seed to seed, but whatever the case, the dungeons are procedurally generated, which is really cool. They're different on every seed. And in the first episode, we were entering the same world seed repeatedly to game the system to give us the chance at memorizing the layout of the dungeon. We were returning to the same dungeon over and over again. That made things significantly easier. So another self-imposed restriction for the next challenge. We're gonna rotate through game seeds. So I'm gonna start with seed 0, and we'll play 1 life. When we die, instead of coming back to the exact same seed, we're going to increment the seed by 1. So the second life will be on seed 1, and then seed 2, and we'll keep doing that, looping and rotating, so that I won't be able to easily memorize the layout of the world. I think all of those things put together are going to make this a more difficult challenge. Okay, yeah. So if you're new to Akalabeth, this is a 1979 is when it was developed by Richard Garriott, the legendary Ultima developer, Lord British, right? Is his in-game name. And published in 1980. It's one of the earliest examples. It's a very early example of a role-playing video game. A very early take on rendering a 3D space from the first person. It's honestly a pretty cool attempt at it. It makes me think of like Maze War or something like that. It's definitely very 70s. We'll run through the intro, just in case this is your first experience watching Akalabeth. Many years ago, the Dark Lord, Mundane, arch foe of British, traversed the lands of Akalabeth. And British here is Lord British. This is Richard Garriott's in-game persona, which I think is pretty cool. And this is also why the game is referred to as Ultima 0 by many. And in fact, we're not playing the original here. This is a port to MS-DOS. I'm trying to remember. I think I think Akalabeth World of Doom was developed for the Apple II, if I'm remembering right. So this is an MS-DOS port, and whoever did the port added Ultima 0 to the title on the loading screen. So some fun facts for you. Mundane is our enemy. Says, Mundane traversed the lands of Akalabeth, spreading evil and death as he passed. By the time Mundane was driven from the land by British, interesting, bearer of the white light, oh, okay, he had done much damage unto the lands. I want to know if this is going to be referenced later in the series. There's a bunch of Ultima games, and I have no idea what they're about other than the fact that Lord British is in them and that Ultima Online is freaking cool. I have no idea about the lore of Ultima. Interested to see if this Dark Lord Mundane is ever referenced. So again, by the time Mundane was driven from the land by British, bearer of the white light, he had done much damage unto the lands. 'Tis thy duty to help rid Akalabeth of the foul beasts which infest it while trying to stay alive. Very cool. All of our stats. Yep. Controls. Anything that I'm missing here? We can pause. Statistics is Z. Okay. Okay, yeah. So that's basically it. Mundane is gone, but in his wake there's all these creatures spread across Akalabeth in different dungeons, and Lord British is going to give us quests to go on to slay these creatures. Yeah, so it's basically Slayer from RuneScape, if you've ever played that. Okay, let's create a character. Type thy lucky number. Now this is actually the world seed, so I'm going to start with a 0. Level of play, 10 out of 10. We're going hard mode. And, okay, we get random player scores. We get random ability scores assigned to us. We can re-roll forever until we get a good stat line. Now, if we use the same world seed, that seed is used... It's used as a seed for the random number generator that's generating our stat line. So if you were to put in lucky number 0, this would always be your starting stat line. And if you hit enter and re-roll, which we will, this would always be your second stat line. So in the first session, in the first episode, we were abusing that also to get a good roll. And in this session, in this episode, I'm assuming that we're not going to be able to beat this in one sitting. So in this series, we're not going to be able to abuse that because we're going to be incrementing the lucky numbers. That's not an exploit we're going to be able to take advantage of. So this really is going to be a more legitimate attempt, at least. Akalabeth is an incredibly hard game. I've read multiple blog authors claim that you basically have to cheese Akalabeth to win. We're going to try to do it as legitimately as we possibly can. Okay, so what I'm looking for is a high gold, a high strength, and a low wisdom. Strength, obviously, is important for hitting and dealing damage. We're going to want as high of a strength as we can get. Dexterity is also important, I think, for landing blows. I think it has to do with your accuracy. Wisdom needs to be low because wisdom determines your starting quest. The lower your wisdom, the weaker of an opponent that you have to kill. And the way this works is that there's a progression of, let's say, 10 monsters, 10 enemies in the game. It might be more than 10. I think it's somewhere around 10. The Lord British is going to assign you a starter quest based on your wisdom. If you have a low wisdom, he's going to assign you like a rat or something, some creature on the weaker end. And if you have a high wisdom, he's going to assign you a more difficult creature to find and kill. Every time that you come back successfully after successfully killing your assigned quest, Lord British is going to give you a new quest to kill the monster that is one position tougher on the list of enemies. So and this list is going to increment until you reach the Balrog. And so at first glance you might think, okay, so I want to have a high wisdom so that I don't have as many creatures to kill to end the game, to beat the game. And that would make sense, except for the fact that it is quite hard to delve to the lower levels on the hardest difficulty and kill anything. The creature's difficulty scales exponentially. It's crazy how difficult they are down below. And so you want to increase your stats as much as possible. And every time you complete a quest, all of your ability scores increase by 1, including your strength, which for me I think is the most important because of the enemies scaling, how difficult they become at lower levels of the dungeon. And so having a lower wisdom gives you access to more quests, which is a finite resource that you have for increasing your ability scores. Now, that's still not enough. It's not going to be enough. If we had the lowest possible wisdom and increased our strength to 30, that would not be strong enough. Even 35, that would not be strong enough to defeat the Balrog on the lowest level of the dungeon. To do that, we're going to need some extra ammunition. But for now, let's keep re-rolling. We want to have a high strength, and we want to have a low wisdom, and we want to have a high gold. This is pretty good, just only 12 gold. In this game, you can actually die by running out of food, and so the economy, farming for gold, is quite important. You want to have a good number of gold. This is 23 strength and 10 wisdom and 12 gold. Okay, you know what? Let's go for it. It's going to be tight. We're going to have to farm gold immediately, but we'll give it a try. We'll give it the college try. Okay. Shalt thou play with these qualities? Yes. And shalt thou be a fighter or a mage? Okay, so in the last session, in the first episode, we played as a fighter so that I could wield the more powerful weapon. I believe it's the rapier. Can only be held by the fighter. So you do more damage with your melee weapon. But the drawback is that the fighter cannot control the magic amulet. Apparently the mage can control the magic amulet. We can choose to cast the spell that has a chance of giving us the Lizard Man boost. So basically one of the items in the game is called the magic amulet, and it allows you to cast one of a number of spells that are incredibly useful, one of which is like casting a ladder that'll climb up and down, like adding a ladder to the game, and that is so helpful. I've never actually played as the mage, so I'm not sure what the physical controls are to control the amulet. But when you play as the fighter, as a fighter, if you use a magic amulet, you kind of just aim and like ready, fire, aim with it. You have no idea what's going to happen. Like you'll have an enemy standing in front of you and you'll cast it, and then maybe it kills the enemy. There's like a kill spell that it can cast. Maybe it spawns a ladder. Maybe you get the Lizard Man buff, or maybe you get the, I don't know, maybe it turns you into a frog. There's some bad spell that cuts your stats down, and that is a horrible punishment when that happens. But the mage is able to better control the amulet, so I think, since we're going to try to play this more legitimately, and just to mix things up, since I've already played the game as a fighter, I'm going to try playing as a mage. Let's see if this works out or not. Okay, so because we are not a fighter, we can't use the rapier, I believe. So I'm going to buy an axe as our weapon. Okay, and that actually saves 3 gold pieces. Interesting. So we have 3 more gold pieces to spend on food. I'm gonna dump the rest of our money into food. Every step that we take in the overworld and every 10 steps that we take in the underworld is going to cost us food. So we basically are required to farm for gold to spend money on food. The moment that you run out of food, you just straight up die. And one of the most difficult aspects of completing a delve is stockpiling enough food to actually reach the bottom and climb back out of the dungeon. It's tough. Okay, let's head into the world. So we don't have a quest. Oh, we only have 10 HP. I didn't really realize that. And we're already down to 69 food. Apparently it cost food to spawn. We're in a city, there's no dungeon around. What we would like to find is a dungeon somewhat near a city to minimize the cost in food of traveling back and forth. We want to farm gold in a dungeon. So I'm just stepping around the game world. It's a 20 by 20 game world. Here's a dungeon right next to a city on Seed 0. This is a pretty great setup. Okay, let's delve and see if we can get some gold on the first floor. Again, we have no quest. So we're just exploring on our own. And this is a really cool design for 1979. So we have this faked 3D perspective. This is all 2D art, right? Like, we're not really rendering a 3D space. But you can basically draw these 4 lines from the corners of the screen in towards the center to create this this feeling of perspective. And it works. It works really well. The further away from the player something is, the shorter the vertical line is that you draw. Almost like a precursor to raycasting. And it looks old, but it's honestly really cool how these simple 2D lines do meaningfully convey perspective, like the 3D perspective. I don't know, it's cool. So I recognize this. I must have used Seed 0 before. I think there's going to be a skeleton around the corner. Yep, and just like that, we're being hit by a skeleton. Okay. Skeleton missed. Our hit points are down to 9 already. The combat is turn-based. In fact, the entire game, really, is turn-based. I'm going to type A to attack. I'm going to type A to select a weapon. And then throw or swing. If I type A or S, it'll swing. So I can type A 3 times in a row to swing my axe at the skeleton. So, triple A to swing your axe. We're hit by the skeleton. We didn't do any damage. We're down to 8 HP. Perfect. Missed, and we take another hit. We're down to 7. Okay, we hit, and the skeleton is down to 10. So they're up 10 to 6. This is not good. We are just... There we go. Okay. We hit for 2 hit points. We're down to 4 hit points. Chasing because we need to get a kill, because we need gold. And this is... Ooh, miss. Is it even swinging? No. Okay. We killed a skeleton and we received 2 pieces of 8, which is the unit of currency. Oh! Secret room. Let's go. Okay. Very nice. So we're in this room, and it's got... Oh. It looks like in either direction it's a hallway, but then when you look back, you can't see the middle of the hall. That is quite interesting. Okay. So east. We're heading east. We're gonna have to go back west to reach that. I'm scared I'm gonna lose that. Oh, there's the exit again. Okay. Just trying out the different rooms here. There's a way down. But we really don't want to take that path because we don't want to be forced into running out of food on the second floor. So we're going to have to find our way back up. Oh, this is going to be tough. Okay, let's go spend our 2 gold. Oh, and there's no way to heal. There is a way to heal. There's no way to heal on the surface. Does the magic amulet have a healing spell, perhaps? Yeah, this is going to be tough. We have to kill so many creatures to earn HP. Apparently just killing the skeleton is not enough to replenish 1 HP, so we may lose this life solely because this dungeon, if we can't find the ladder down, if we can't find other enemies, we can't get enough kills to replenish our HP. So there's this strange economy balance in this game between gold, food, hit points. It's honestly quite interesting and complex for such an early role-playing game. I guess we fight to the death here. No point in continuing if we're going to lose. We mourn the passing of the peasant and his computer. To invoke a miracle of resurrection, press a key. Yep. Alright, let's go on to seed number 1 and try again. Life number 2. Okay. Low strength. Good gold, but not the best wisdom. So let's roll until we see that strength number pretty high. Okay. The wisdom's a little high. But strength is good. Only 12 hit points. Yeah, I guess let's roll with this one. We'll be a mage again. Go for the axe. We only have 9 gold. So we need a shield. Yeah, we need a shield to reduce the number of damage, the amount of damage that we're taking. Let's get 90 food and look for a dungeon. Some of these dungeons are really quite tricky, also. The overworld is a 20 by 20 grid. And we still have not found a dungeon. There is the Castle of Lord British right beside a dungeon. Let's go ahead and enter. Welcome, peasant, into the halls of the mighty Lord British. British. Misspelled. Herein thou may choose to dare battle with the evil creatures of the depths for great reward. What is thy name, peasant? Twinnrova. Dost thou wish for grand adventure? Yes. Good. Thou shalt try to become a knight. Thy first task is to go into the dungeons and to return only after killing a viper. Go now upon this quest, and may Lady Luck be fair unto you. Also I, British, have increased each of thy attributes by 1. Excellent. That is a good benefit. We at least have 1 more gold. And we have a dungeon, but we only have 40 food, so I'm nervous about finding a city. Take a look at our stats now. Our strength is 21. We have 1 gold at least to spend, so that's good. I guess if we kill a skeleton, if it'll drop 2 gold pieces for us, we'll have 3 gold pieces. We can afford 30 paces. But then we're losing hit points also. So we need to save up enough to get a shield at least. Okay, let's enter. And look, this looks identical. I was under the impression that the dungeons are all randomly constructed and different, but I keep finding this first floor looking the same. I don't know if it's the port or I pass and nothing happens. A thief? Oh no, not a thief. We hit. Hit. Maybe our dexterity was too low in the last... on the last character. Nice. 3 gold pieces for successfully killing the thief. Okay, so let's actually, now that we have that, let's go spend it and start stockpiling food. I'm going to search for a city along the southern border. Ooh, look at this. We have a city, or a town, right next to a dungeon, which is exactly what we want. 4 gold, it needs to all go to food. And then we delve. Nice, this is exactly what we want. So we can farm this thief. Wow, look how far he's taking us. Yeah. And buy food immediately. Excellent. This is perfect. He has 11 hit points. Did we hit for 7 damage, or is that showing how much he has left? Okay, awesome. Gold farming is going to be completely legal and completely necessary. We more or less have to do this. Okay, nice. Ooh, a chest. 2 pieces of 8 and a shield. Let's freaking go. Okay. Nice. Okay, we can actually explore a little more. There's the path down. So this is not an identical dungeon. 3 pieces of 8 and a shield. Ooh, and a hidden door. Okay. A skeleton. Miss. I forgot to comment on it earlier, but the Viper is not the best starting quest. The Viper, I think, is about halfway or a little more than halfway through the list of creatures, so I would definitely not call that optimal. Now, we don't want to get stuck not understanding how to get out of the dungeon. And this is going to happen to me multiple times. Oh. Okay, here's the path up. So then it's a straight shot west. I thought it was a straight shot west to the... It is, almost. Yeah, to the path down. We have a shield. We can't sell items, can we? I don't think so. How much gold do we have? We have 10. Magic amulet is 15. Do we want to start playing with that? Yeah, I think we do. So I think we're going to actually save our gold and farm a little more. Let's try... Ooh, did we just make a door visible? What was that little effect? Nice, we have 18 pieces of gold. Oh, it loops around. That's kind of perfect. Very nice. Okay, why don't we go get some food and a magic amulet and start playing with that. M for an amulet. And then 3 coins on food. Okay, now let's see if I can figure out how to actually use this thing. You're being attacked by a thief. Missed. M. Attack which weapon? M. Okay. Ladder up, ladder down, kill, or bad. We don't need a ladder. Do we really want to spend the amulet on killing this person? Let's try bad. You miss? What happened? Guys, it happened. somehow we lucked out and the lizard spell was cast. I didn't really get to see the... I didn't actually get to see the spell because we got hit. But this is incredible. Wow. Our strength is now 52. Wow, we just really lucked out. Big time. Okay, so you're saying we have a chance. So we need to now stockpile a bunch of food. Yeah, we need to stockpile a bunch of food. That's really what we need to do. Down to level 2. There's not going to be a viper here either. We cannot get lost. There's a thief. Okay. Let's try to avoid secret doors. It's just so that we don't run out of food. Oh. Wow, if we got another good lizard cast, we would be in a position to win the game, I think. Ooh, there's the path down already. I don't know if we risk it. Oh, let's do it. Why not? Level 3. And we filled a 4. That's probably a GG. We shouldn't have done that. And we can go down to 5 if we want. We don't have a magic amulet. Do we? Oh, ladder up. Okay. And then up. Okay, so being a mage and having the amulet is actually going to make survival easier because we can cast the ladder up spell, which is going to be so helpful. Oh my gosh. 2 pieces of 8 and a magic amulet. Maybe... I was thinking that... Nice. I was thinking that you could only get 1 spell cast out of an amulet. Maybe that's not true. Or maybe I'm finding amulets. Okay, we want to find the entrance. Here's the way down. So we know that if we go... There's some path... A rapier. There's some path here that gets us back to the front. But which way is it? There it is. Oh, survival. Wow, I didn't know that we were gonna survive that. Oh my gosh. Well, this is a pretty baller start. Yeah, this is going better than I expected. Oop. Nothing to swing against. There we go. There's the path down. Oh, and we get so much gold from these chests. Dang, not the thief. Thief has a chance of stealing items, food. Let's try the rapier. Yeah, mages can't use the rapier, that's what I thought. Epic. Okay, so we know that there's a way to fall down to the 4th floor. A giant rat is on the 3rd level. Ooh, an orc? Is that what this is? I think this is an orc. Yep. Nice, nice. This is the room where we fell before. Thief. We've got a lot of gold. And this early farming is being made so much easier due to the fact that we have really good RNG with the lizard spell cast. When I cast the spell bad, it had a chance of backfiring and harming us. It had a chance of hurting our stats, like reducing our stats drastically, increasing our stats drastically, and we just lucked out with the lizard cast. Okay, we're on level 4 out of either 9 or 10. There's a giant rat. We can't use the rapier, so... Oh, there's a viper. This is our quest. Excellent. Yeah, we get this awesome little sound. But it just makes these lower levels easier to deal with, so now we should try to climb out of the dungeon, if we can. And the magic amulet can be there to help us. Okay, level 3. And we have to refight all of the creatures above us every time we climb to a new level. Again, not so bad when you're a lizard man. You need to climb back out, buy a ton of food. Okay, we fell. We fell again. We've got a good amount of food, so I think we're okay climbing up from this point. There's no gremlins, I don't think, yet. I'm gonna have to memorize where that fall is. Down to the 5th floor on a trap? Now I'm worried. Now I'm actually worried. Oh, the thief stole a magic amulet. Do we still have one left? Yes, we do. Getting out of the dungeon is honestly the most challenging part. Oh, a carrion crawler? Our HP's down to 41. We're actually taking damage. But it's not so bad. A magic amulet. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. A rat. Would happily spend a magic amulet to get out of this predicament. We've got plenty of gold to buy more amulets. Yeah, why don't we spend some amulets? Attack with the amulet, ladder up. Okay. Attack with the amulet, ladder up. Okay. Let's try not to fall again. Are we out of... Yes, we're out of amulets. So, we definitely have a limit there. Oh, and a magic amulet. Let's go ahead and cast it. Attack. Ladder up. Yep. So worth it. What? We got our... Ah, the thief is stealing our... Stole food as well. We just beat the thief up with our hands, though. We just had to box the thief. Okay, so now we just gotta find... the ladder up one more time. Do we get another magic amulet? Oh my gosh. Another magic amulet? What are these odds? All these creatures catching these hands. Okay, we just gotta get out of the dungeon. Then we can go spend our 233 freaking pieces of 8. Yeah, this is... If we can find our way out, this is looking pretty good. we can use magic amulets. We can buy a bunch of them and use that to help us not get stuck in the dungeon. So what I'm learning is that the fighter unnecessarily complicates things in return for having access to a stronger weapon. But as long as we have magic amulets on us for emergencies, we can even stockpile like a whole dungeon's worth. Like for 150 gold, we could totally have a dungeon's worth of amulets. Now, how in the world do I get back to the entrance? This probably looks crazy. Me just trying to walk into walls. There we go. Okay, so here's the path down. It's something like that. No. There we go. Okay, so from the ladder, you turn right and you keep going straight until you're there. So it's, when you're looking at the ladder with 3 doors, it's the door on the right. You go straight through into the left. Excellent! Let's go! Wow, let's buy several magic amulets. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then dump the rest into food. Oh my gosh, is that too much food? I don't know if you can have too much food in this game, but let's get up to like 2,000 food. Yeah, we'll spend the rest on food. Perfect. Okay, now let's go talk to Lord British, who is somewhere over here. Yep. Excellent. Let's go. Ah, Twinnrova, thou hast accomplished thy quest. Unfortunately, this is not enough to become a knight. A knight. Now thou must kill an carrion crawler. Good thing we've already found and killed one of those guys. Awesome. Well, guys, I think we have a shot. I'm not saying that we're going to do it in this life, but I think we at least have a chance of doing this somewhat legitimately. Now, how? Here it is. Food. And all of our stats went up another point for finishing that quest. So now let's delve for the carrion crawler. Oh, I did not get a better weapon. So we're actually, I should buy an axe or 2. Let's see, what was it? It was go down here, turn right, go all the way down. Awesome. Fight with hands. Magic amulet that we just found. 2 pieces of 8. This way. Yep. I got that now. At least I have that. Let's get an axe. I have a bow and arrow. I wonder if I should be trying that out. Maybe we should test the bow and arrow out. Okay, so axe. Skeleton. Now let's try bow and arrow. Mages can't use bows. Okay. That's totally fine. Awesome. Okay, we're looking for a carrion crawler. Magic amulet. We are so set. So we're going to kill as much as possible to collect gold. Also, look at our hit points. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I think I did. The more creatures that you kill on a delve, the more HP you recover when you return to the surface. So, again, getting that early lizard man cast. We really lucked out. Able to farm low-level creatures much more quickly, accumulate gold and HP. This is really the best shot that we could have had at this happening. Like, the one time that we cast the bad spell, it actually lands on the Lizard Man. And the fact that we actually get to control it. Like, with the fighter, you could accidentally cast ladder up, ladder down, kill. There's all kinds of spells that you could accidentally cast as a fighter. As the mage, you can narrow it down to the important spells. Okay, found a hidden wall, and there's a path down. So on floor 2, there is a hidden wall we need to get through. This is a drop to floor 4. I think we're going to take it. Yeah. We're going to spring the trap, go down to 5, and this floor should have a carrion crawler. At least I think. An orc, a rat, a thief, skeleton. Still got 1,600 food. We're doing good. A viper. With the axe, we are wrecking. Nice. 9 magic amulets, so we could climb back up from the very, almost the bottom floor. Carrion crawler. Here we go. Nice. Let's go. Quest complete. Let's find our way out of here. An axe, some gold, bow and arrow, and some gold. I love how we can just carry like infinite items, basically. See if we can find the way out. Just trying every possible wall. Try to find hidden paths. I remember there being a trap door to fall somewhere over here. Oh, there was a hidden door that we just went through. There's another one. Interesting. There's the ladder down. There we go. I have no idea how to get back to it, but there was the ladder up. Perfect, so we don't have to spend... Oh! Skeleton. I forget, new floor, new enemies. Orc. Excellent, excellent. Every 150 gold pieces is a new set of 10 amulets. Which is wildin'. And I bet 1,000 food is 100 gold if it's a gold per 10. Yeah, so 250 gold will net us another 1,000 gold and 10 amulets. So if we can get 250 gold-ish every run that we completely expend amulets, all of our amulets, then we're making enough money. I guess what I'm trying to say there is that we would be making enough money to afford not even looking for the entrance. Just using magic amulets to get us up and down safely. Wow. Another carrion crawler. Orc. Yep, 215. The carrion crawler was being blocked by the rat coming this way. Super interesting. Okay. Let's actually use the amulet to go up. Level 2. We can get out of here on level 2, I think. We can find our own way, so it's not completely resetting our amulets. Also, the thief can steal our amulets, so we need to keep that in mind. If we have exactly enough amulets to make it back to the surface, one thief stealing it means that we... Wow! Okay. We have 9 magic amulets, oh my gosh, so let's get us up to like 15 and then spend the rest on food. We're so set. Mage is definitely the way to play this game. 3,000 food? Are you kidding me right now? Let's turn in our quest. Ah, Twinnrova, thou hast accomplished thy quest. Unfortunately, this is not enough to become a knight. The goalpost to become a Knight has been moved yet again. Now thou must kill a gremlin. We're getting closer to the end, though. The gremlin is the most terrifying creature in all the lands, I should say. Because a gremlin has a chance to steal half of your food, which is why I feel the need to even have thousands of food, because when we come across a gremlin, 3k can become 1500 really fast, and then 750, and then suddenly you better hope that you've got a load of magic amulets to bail yourself out. Which, when I played as a fighter, it was just luck. It was like, okay, I'm gonna cast this amulet and just hope and pray it spawns a ladder going up instead of down. Playing as the mage, this makes it much easier. Big fan of the mage. Let's fall to level 4. I didn't see a gremlin on floor 5, so I'm assuming that we need to go to floor 6 for a gremlin. That's my assumption. We want to earn as much gold as we can while we're down here. We basically have unlimited HP. It's not really unlimited, but there's the carrion crawler. Ten gold pieces. The amount of gold that we're getting from treasure chests, from loot chests down in the middle of the dungeon is excellent. 6 gold pieces and a rapier. And right now I'm looking for the floor, the ladder down. Here it is. Alright, level 6. We're looking for a gremlin. Being attacked by a viper, and a thief, and a giant rat. There's a skeleton. Giant rat, viper. There's the giant rat. Oh, there's the gremlin. This little guy, oh my gosh, this is nightmare fuel. Oh. Oh, a gremlin stole some food, look. We're down to 1527 food. Oh my gosh. No freaking way. Where is this viper even? There it is. Oh my gosh. Wow, let's pass, see if anything comes at us. Nope. Okay, let's climb back up to the surface. Spend another 100 gold on food. See if we can make it up without needing to use as many amulets this time. Yeah, the gremlin is so tough. So starting on level 6, 6 through 10, the back half, you've got a creature that can cut your food in half. And that is the contingency that we need magic amulets for. There's a giant rat giving away the position of a hidden door, which is great. Excellent. So level 5 has a hidden door separating, a hidden wall, I should say, hidden door separating the ladders. Work. Ooh, and we fell. Yeah, I forget that this happens. Okay, let's use our ladders. Ladder up. 3, ladder up. We're on. We can go ahead and get the gold for this. Thief. So the thief is bad early when you only have like one weapon, in case they steal your one weapon, but really, the gremlin is the most terrifying creature of them all. Wow. Did I kill the thief? Yes, I did. Perfect. Oh, thief. Stole a shield. Oh my gosh. 225 gold. Let's go. How many magic amulets do we have? 15? I guess let's buy 5 more, and then spend the rest on food to get us back to about 3k food, just in case. Okay. Let's go back to Lord British to turn in our quest. Ah, Twinnrova, thou hast accomplished thy quest. Unfortunately, this is not enough to become a Knight, a Knigget. Now thou must kill an Mimic. Alright, excellent. Mimic, we've still got some creatures to go. A Mimic is a good one, though. Way more fun than a... Interesting. Way more fun than a Gremlin. Okay. We almost have enough amulets to just go down with amulets also. And back up. But we want to get the gold. Where am I going? We want to get the gold to spend on food and amulets. Actually, where was that skeleton? I was thinking there was a skeleton. Yeah, but I want to fight. Wow. I'm just bungling this combat. Oh my gosh. Okay. 6 pieces of 8 and an axe. And every time we do one of these quests, we're getting another strength point. I don't know that we need a second lizard man cast to survive. I think we might be okay with the stats that we have. Oh, that was crazy. That was like a whole box of a room. Let's see. Will 55 strength be enough to kill the Balrog? We actually have the kill spell. Perfect. We actually wanted this. It's 150 gold for 10 amulets. Thief stole a magic amulet. No. We still have 19. 3 axes. 3k food. A viper. So, okay, a trade-off that I'm discovering just now with the axe, with the mage, is that in addition to all of these excellent benefits, these huge benefits of getting control over the magic amulet, the axe means that it's going to take more hits to kill a gremlin, and so the gremlin has more chances to steal your food. But you can counteract that with the magic amulets just casting ladder spells. But that's still terrifying. So I might here, wants to cast a ladder down to skip 1 floor's worth of gremlin. I don't know, maybe. Oh, there's the gremlin. Let's go for it. KO. We survived the floor 6 gremlin. Nice. We have 200 gold pieces. Still have over 400 HP. Almost 3k food. Okay. So we've got free reign of the floor. We could actually try to find the ladder down to 7. We're on 6, I believe. Let's see if there's a hidden door in this hallway. 33 gold pieces. That's 2 amulets worth of gold in a single box. So it's almost worth it monetarily just to use the amulet to move around, just in general. There we go. Level 7. Skeleton. We're looking for... What are we looking for? A mimic? I don't think there's anything too fancy or special about the mimic. I think it's just a stronger, tougher creature. No. The gremlin just getting these free hits on us. Okay, Gremlin's done. Thief next to us. Viper. We're at 300 gold now, so we are at that point where we can afford 1,000 food and a whole set of 10 amulets. Another interesting fun fact, there's a mimic. Oh, it looks like a box, that's what it is. That's hilarious. Yeah, quest complete. Nice. Yeah, so we might as well, do we just spend the gold on the amulets? Like, just start casting? Maybe we save that for the last... Maybe we save our amulets as a luxury. Ooh, there's the path down. Oh, a trap. No. Let's cast magic ladder up, and go up. Yeah, let's go ahead and cast some of these. Ladder up. Oh, there's a gremlin. Ladder up. Okay, all the way up to 2. So we just spent the money on it because we have so much money that we're making so much dough from these delves that we can actually optimize for time instead of optimizing for money now, which is an excellent position to be in. A thief stole food. Awesome. Let's see what our HP does. 437 to 714 hit points. Oh my gosh. Let's turn on our quest with Lord British. Ah, Twinnrova, thou hast accomplished thy quest. Unfortunately, this is not enough to become a knight. Now thou must kill a daemon. Ooh, I think this is the next to last kill. Oh my gosh. Let's freaking go. How many amulets do we have? 19 still? How? Because we found so many in boxes? I guess let's go to 25 and then spend a bunch of money on food. We have enough amulets to go down and back. Wow. Okay. Well, I still think when we know exactly where the ladder is, we should opt for not wasting an amulet. There's a box, magic amulet. But we could totally use things like that to get down as fast as possible. Oh my gosh, I think we need floor 8. Yeah, so I'm guessing that I was just wrong about there being 10 floors. I think there's only 9. Yeah, we found the trap down, which is funny to be happy about. Okay, at this point, why don't we go ahead and start casting ladder down spells. Oh, this feels so fancy. Level 8. This feels so optimal. An orc. Then we don't even need all this food. Already at 50 gold. Here's a gremlin. Let's see if he steals half our food. So much money worth of food. Nope. Didn't get the kill. Or he didn't get the steal. I got the kill first. Looking for a daemon. There is a daemon. Let's freaking go. Oh, all the gold. Oh my gosh. And there's the ladder down to the Balrog. Oh, it's a mimic. I keep trying to walk into the box and it's a mimic. Okay. Well, I don't want to fall down, so let's do ladder up now. Wow. This is so fancy. Floor 2, we can go ahead and find the path up. And we have 160 gold. We don't have to spend money on food anymore. We saved all the money on food, so it's actually low-key, high-key worth it to just spend the money. There should be a thief up ahead. Oh my gosh, guys. This is about to be it. Ah, Twinnrova. Thou hast accomplished thy quest. Unfortunately, this is not enough to become a Knight. Now thou must kill An Balrog, the final boss. And I'm thinking that our strength of 57 is probably going to do the trick. So we had a strength in the 20s. We added some points from talking to Lord British. The very first time you talk to Lord British, he gives you a +1 boost. We did that. Maybe we finished a quest? No, I don't think we finished a quest. We got a lucky lizard man cast. And then once again in one setting, we have a chance. Hasn't happened yet, but we have a chance right now to win the game. Oh my gosh. Let's get to 25 magic amulets. That's enough to go all the way down and back up and have our amulets stolen. Let's dump the rest into food that we don't really need. Let's do this. Let's go kill a Balrog and get out of here. Claim glory in Akalabeth in one sitting. Again, legitimately. Oh, this is excellent. Once again, if I actually know where the ladder is, let's not waste an amulet. Let's just take it. Ladder down on this one. We have all the amulets. Let's just go straight down. Ladder down to the 6th floor, ladder down to the 7th, to the 8th, to the 9th. This is it. We're looking for the Balrog. We just gotta kill it, get to the surface, and that's a GG. What? There's a path. There's a ladder down. Interesting. I don't want to lose that ladder down. A gremlin. Wow, lucked out. Orc. We don't really need to farm all this. I guess let's go down to 10. Wow, look at the color. And this is it. Boss fight. Balrog's down to 35. Balrog's down to 20, I think. To 9. GG. That is the Balrog slain. Wow, in one sitting. Freaking epic. And legitimately. I think legitimate. Is there anything else I could have done? Make this more legitimate? What do you think? What I want to know, is there another Balrog on level 9? I'm like, what's the point of level 10? There's a Daemon. I thought we saw a Daemon on level 8. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Oh, not a gremlin getting all these free hits at us. Don't even need to kill all this, but just for fun. Wow. Okay, so instead of just ending the game, like I probably should... Oh, there's another gremlin. I want to see if there's a Balrog on level 9. Like, was floor 10 optional? Is that a Balrog or a Daemon? Yeah, this is a Balrog, yeah. So there's 10 floors. But there was actually a Balrog. The Balrog just ran. That's so funny. Another Balrog slain. On level 9. Okay, cool. Hunting these guys down for no reason. Daemon behind me. We have almost 1,000 HP. Okay, let's ladder up our way out of here. This is it. And you know what? Let's just get out of here. Excellent. Yeah, GG. 1320 HP. We're gonna end the game with. Twinnrova. Thou hast accomplished thy quest. Thou hast proved thyself worthy of knighthood. Continue to play if thou dost wish, but thou hast accomplished the main objective of this game. Report thy amazing feat to Lord British today. Lord British, Richard Garriott, if you're watching this, I have accomplished my quest, in case you were curious. Okay. I guess there is one more unsettled piece of business that I have with this game. For this, I'm going to need just unlimited magic amulets. Okay. What I need to know is what is going to happen when I go down to floor 10 and cast ladder down. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, floor 10. It worked? I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so we've already beat the game, so there's no reason to not just keep delving, right? I don't think when I played before, I think I looked around on floor 10 and couldn't find a ladder down. 11? What? What? Look at the colors. A Balrog. I didn't realize we could delve deeper. Will they keep getting tougher? Oh my gosh, at what point is the scaling going to outscale us at whatever our strength is of 58 strength? Wow, I'm so curious now. And we have 1,300 health, so... Okay. There's the ladder up. Is it the same one that we already cast, or is that another ladder up? There's no way. To level 12 to 13, we fell. What? We fell down to 12 and down to 13? I didn't even know this existed. Oh my gosh. We're on floor 13 and it's yellow. I didn't even know this was a possibility. So we can just keep delving down and then making more money and then spending that money on amulets and then using those amulets to delve deeper and deeper. How deep will it let us go? Should be a Balrog on every level, right? You'd expect. Wow. right. Ladder down. 14. Let's just cast a bunch of ladders. Wow. Yellow on level 14. We're still not really taking damage. The gremlin could still have our food, but that's going to be the worst thing. 20 pieces of gold. I feel like I just discovered New Game Plus. There's the ladder up. Viper. How many amulets do we have? How far down could we go? What I really want to know is when we start taking damage. Because my HP at 1304 through all of these creatures, it just shows you that we're scaled too high. The Balrog should be able to hurt me. At a minimum, should be dealing some kind of damage. Okay. Ladder down. Let's do this a few times. Wow, green. We still have 34 magic amulets. Oh my gosh. The rat is not hurting me, but it has a bunch of health. A trap down to 25. 26. Thief stole an axe. Oh, now we're taking damage. Now we're finally taking damage. 1297. Okay. Oh, not a gremlin. The gremlin is the... Oh, look at all the food the gremlin just stole. No. Still only barely got hurt one time. Super interesting. The daemon. Is it going to hurt us? Wow. Do we still have enough amulets to get back up? Yeah, we have 33. We do. So it's just changing the colors up and somehow scaling the enemy's strength as we delve. I wonder if there are any ladders down on these levels, or if you basically have to. Let's get that box, why not? Ooh. Still not taking too much damage, but that Viper has like 70 hit points. So the Thief and the Gremlin become more dangerous. 28, we've got 33 amulets. Floor 30. Okay, this seems like a good benchmark. 33 amulets. And we're just in a box? Okay. A mimic. We're still not really taking damage. Yeah, our main danger is food rather than hit points, but we still have, we're earning so much gold that we can just replenish all of these amulets that we spent and delve even further. I'm gonna have to look up like what is the deepest that you can dive, because it might be near infinite. It might be until some internal data type Like if this is an int 32 or something, or int 8, tracking the floor, there might be some like 255 or 32,000 limit. I don't know, this is really cool. We're not really taking any damage. Yeah, this is going to be the scary thing, the gremlin. So we're going to need a bunch of gold to afford these trips if we're going to keep going. Wow. 33 amulets in floor 30. We're really not taking any damage. We're going to need 60 amulets to go back down and back up. What? 10 amulets was 150 gold. So 300, 450 to go down, 450 to go up, 900 gold is what we need to reach the sane point. So we really need to go past that as far as GP goes. We need to be exploring these floors and getting boxes. Oh wow, there was a natural ladder down that we could actually find. So we could go until our food is pretty low. And just use the amulet to help. The amulets to help seal the deal with our escape route. Okay, a Balrog on level 31. Not hitting us. It's taking us a lot of hits to kill the Balrog, but it's not able to deal any meaningful damage to us. I'm assuming that these enemies are scaling as we go down. I know that their health is scaling, I just don't know if their damage is scaling or not. I'm curious. We're missing. So if 900 gold was what it takes to get down to 30 and back, would 1800 gold get us to like 45 and back or something? We of course have to spend a bunch of money on replenishing our food, so it's not 100%. It's not quite that straightforward. Wow, this is cool though. I thought it was going to be like, okay, you won the game and then you're done, but now I feel like we might have to do a little more Akalabeth just to push the limits. Unless it's just like infinite, but still I want to know at what point we die. 32. The gremlin really is the problem, as it always is. Like, there's no way it's not going to steal food from us. Wow, we lucked out. What's interesting is we are spending food every round in combat also. 1297. All these fights are good because they should be getting us not just HP but also pieces of 8. $82 HP left for the Balrog. We're missing now too. Interesting. From 1471 to 1513, 42 pieces of 8 from the Balrog. But our defense is just too high. Whether it's our strength or dexterity, whatever it is whatever stat that we're using for this, it's too much. This is becoming a grind, a slog. Just because of how much HP they have, and my strength has not scaled with it. So it's like almost like it's not a stalemate. Looks like I could start using the magic amulet. At some point you could get so low that you use the magic amulet for a kill. That would be 15 gold pieces per kill. So you'd have to be making some crazy money for that to work out. But with the scaling here, it might work out that way. 33, and we're on floor 33, right? 33. So now we gotta spend our amulets up. We made it down to floor 33. This is so wild. We actually took damage somewhere. 1268. Is it from falling? Is it fall damage? Did we even take damage earlier? We're just now back to 10 and 9, which is really the end of the game. Not the end of the game, but the victory. Wow. What happens now if we go talk to Lord British? Anything? Just the great success screen. Oh my gosh. We need our 6K food again. We still have 23 amulets. I don't know if it's maybe from all the boxes that we unlocked or loot from enemies, but we had way more magic amulets than I thought we did. Wow, 126 magic amulets. This is insane. Well, guys, I think this is where I'm going to call it today. I accomplished what I set out to accomplish. I wanted to beat the game legitimately. I did not think that it was going to happen over the course of, I don't know, a little more than an hour. I think we got really, really lucky on seed number 1 with an intentional cast of bad in the dungeon. Whatever the circumstances were of that cast, we lucked out and we were able to very easily play and beat the game. Wow, and then it was a treat to discover that we could delve deeper than level 10. I didn't even know that was possible. And now here we are, having visited level 33. We're going to have to come back and dump these amulets. You know what? Yeah, we'll do this. I was thinking, do we just go out with a bang and just go down to level 100 and get KO'd? But no, we'll come back and we'll try to do this somewhat the right way and survive down to deeper floors and see at what point, if ever, we run out of floors or we actually start taking damage. Whatever the case, thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and to subscribe for more retro role-playing content. I'm Twinnrova, and until next time, happy scaping, and fight on!